Harrisburg. Get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Spurs, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2, and it's Splitter in at center. And that one's good. Now here is Irving.
Well, for Tim Duncan with age, the Spurs have looked to reduce his minutes load during the regular season. But when he's on the court, he remains as efficient as ever.
Here's Parker. Duncan with the screen on Irving. Parker passes to Duncan. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 5. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Well, he came down and put it right back on him. I mean, these two guys, they're going at it. It's mano-mano right now.
Yeah, you're right. They're trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, this is exciting back and forth action that we're seeing right now.
Now here's LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Hands it from downtown.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. On the wing, Green. He dishes it to Duncan. The shot is off. Good D by Love. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A nice shot by Irving.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And the Spurs with possession. Trailing by 5. Shumpert with the steal. Mozgov down low. He's against Splitter. Mozgov with the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Spurs trail by 5. Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Parker drives in. Here's Splitter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Last season, Coach Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs winning his 5th NBA championship, one of only 5 NBA coaches in the league's history to win that many rings. He's one of the all-time greats.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And he gets it to go. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Popovich, the only coach in NBA history to twice win Coach of the Year and an NBA title. Clark in the same season.
And yet he remains so humble. He's highly esteemed by anybody in the NBA and even beyond the NBA when you talk about his leadership and the way he has that mutual respect with his players. It's wonderful to watch how they make it happen. He tells you, first and foremost, it's a players' league, and that's how he goes about his work. Gives all the credit to the great ones he's had the privilege of coaching. That's average.
And that one's good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Off target with his 3. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. The drive by Green. Again, the miss by Green.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Mozgov's shot is off. Spurs trail by 3. Green with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Duncan. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. James outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. It's so important to battle on the boards.
Now here's Parker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the shot is good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The drive by James. Shumpert against Green to the wing right side. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
That pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Spurs trail by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Cavaliers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. The drive by James. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Mills in the corner, unloads, hits the front of the rim and out.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills and Manu at the guards. Aaron Baines out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Bellinelli in at the small forward. Now here's James. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. You know, he throws a baseball right-handed, writes with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll. And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
Smith, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. J.R. Smith 2 years ago, 6th man of the year, Steve, and he signed a nice multi-year extension.
Yeah, but his struggles in the playoffs were a sign of things to come. He was suspended to start last season, and knee surgery in the offseason really pushed him back in terms of conditioning and rhythm.
And the issues for Smith just continued last season, and they were self-inflicted. You know, after untying Sean Marion's shoes during a free throw, the league warned him. And then he did it again the very next game. He drew a $50,000 fine as a result. Boy, that's a lot of cheese to give up for some buffoonery.
And the Knicks frustrated with Smith's antics. It didn't seem like he learned from his fine. A little over a month later, he intentionally tugged down Vince Carter's headband during a game. He was asking for trouble, but the league let him slide.
Now here's Leonard. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 3 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Parker's checked in for Bellinelli. The Cavaliers leading by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Boris Diaw grew up idolizing Magic Johnson and obsessed with passing. And close friend Tony Parker said he didn't care about stats. He was always so unselfish. After being waived by Charlotte for refusing to score more points, Diaw has found a fit with the Spurs. He said, quote, "It was always the team that made the most sense." Kevin?
He had Tony there telling him about their philosophy, Doris. What a great run. What a great run. Thank you. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Irving. Parker with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And it's sent back by Irving. But they get it back. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Patty Mills. Outside, Green. Duncan dishes to Green. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Parker. Green, the pass to Parker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West. I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Green against Shumpert. On the wing, Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 5 now.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games.
And Diaw kicks to Parker. There's the 3. There's the bucket. Good. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And that one's good. 8 points for J.R. Smith. Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Splitters checked in.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Back to Smith. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 6. Parker outside. Feeds it to Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got 5.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 11. Misses from short range.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Green left side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Duncan. Cleveland's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Love dishes to Smith. Pass to Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 7.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
7 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's up a 3. cannot hit. Second quarter ends in a